Hello, I'm Nicholas and thanks for booking Vermut. So in this video I'm going to explain you everything about the vehicle. The idea is that you already know how it works so that the check-in is faster when we come in. So I'm going to start by showing you how the vehicle is from the exterior, then we will go in the interior and then about the driving. You can get up and find the key. Alright, perfect. Ready? Okay, so for Vermut, it's very simple. There's only one key and then a second key for the fuel, okay? So Volkswagen has got a specificity is that the keys have got a side, okay? So I'm gonna zoom in onto the key. You see there's a little pointy part here, and that pointy part will always go at the exterior of the door. So let's try with this one, for example. Hop. And then this way, this is going to work here, and this is gonna open it. But if you were to do it the other way around, doesn't do anything. Okay, so there's a side to it. That's the only thing to do. Now, going on about the sliding doors. The sliding door here, you have to push all the way down. So if you do only this, it's not going to do anything. But then you push all the way here, and it opens. There you go. So now, if you don't have a Campervan, how to close this type of doors? It's fairly simple. But you have to push inside rather than this way. So you're going to push like this with my two hands here and push inside. That's it. That's closed. Now, still about the keys and the fuel this time. So this runs on 95. If you don't remember, don't worry, it's written in the front. And how does it work? So you take that little small metallic key and we can introduce it here. You turn left and turn left again. There's only one little trick to know is that those two holes here, they need to align with those two holes here that you see. So we're going to do this right now. And once you finish fueling, right on right. And that's it, nothing more. Now we're gonna go at the back. At the back, here is the motor. You won't have to do anything. It will be prepared before. So that you know there's a solar panel on the top here, which will provide the energy for the fridge and so on. And also when you drive, this is charging. Okay, so just FYI, the motor is here, and you won't have to do anything in particular. Just leave it as it is. Now, for the part at the back, I will show you what's inside. So I'm going to open and show you the main equipment. So here you've got two chairs. You've got the table. This is the shower tent for the outside for your external shower. And this will be where all your bed sheets are. At the bottom, actually, in case you have asked for it, you will see that there are towels on the right. Okay. So all your equipment will be here at the back.
Which direction the key is pointing?
So depending on whether you're closed or not, you have to turn 180. Now this is closed. That's it. On the left here, there's nothing particular to know. As this is what used to be for the electricity. If you go to a campsite, you don't need this anymore because you have the solar panels, so that will save you a bit of money. You don't need electricity at the campsite. All right, awesome. Now we're gonna go inside. I will show you the inside and how it works. We will start by what's nearby here, that little table. The little table, you can open it. Usually it's used for coffee. And then you can close it with that little button here that you just press. You see inside you've got cleaning products. Okay, here is the sink. If you want to use the water, you press that little button here. Pull, sorry. That's it. This will fall on the floor. Okay, that's normal. It's not an oil leak. It will fall directly on the floor. And if you need to put more water, you open this. Perfect. Okay, now we will go inside. As it is a camper van, everything works with buttons. So, for example, that little storage here, where the knives and fork are, you can't open it like this. You have to press this button, and that's it. Okay, this is the fridge. You might otherwise have this fridge, but they all work simply. You just press a button on and off. That's it. We're gonna go here. Here you've got the gas stove, but I've disconnected this, so basically you don't need it. because here at the bottom, still with a button here, you have the gas stove. Right, the gas stoves with gas cartridges that will be provided. This to use outside. On the top here, you will find usually toilet paper and kitchen paper, but also mainly the USB and USB-C here, but also 220. So this is where you can charge your phones. Okay, now inside this, maybe you can go inside again. Inside this, you will find several equipments. Okay, so this is the shower, the external shower. How does it work? You have a tank of water right there that you can pull out. You put the water pump right into the tank and you press this button here and the shower will come up. Okay, as simple as that. It's obviously only cold water. There you go. You will find a few equipments like salt, coffee, tea, the basics for the first day are here. Okay, now we're gonna move. So here at the bottom we have all the kitchen equipments that you can find here. Everything is there, from the coffee to the table, the plates and the glasses. Okay, so everything is there. Please bring it back in the same state. For the bed, it's a classic click-clack, so that means you pull this up, you have 2 holes here, 1, 2, and you just pull, and it will release completely. There's not much more to do. This will fall onto this, and that's it. You don't have to remove this, you can just leave it as this. If you need, there's a little plus on this vehicle. There's a ventilation, which is right there. This is the on button, and you press again to decide whether you want heating or ventilation, and the rest is quite straightforward. All right, FYI, at the back here you have a second gas stove, which can be handy if you need to, but also right here, this is the curtain for the front right there. That will give you privacy. You can put it by because there's press buttons and scratches, and that way you will be covered at the front. Now, you might want to lift up the roof. So that is an important part. To do this, you're gonna go exactly where I am, not there, just there, just at the bottom. Take your 2 hands, pull it down, pull it out, and press up, like this. And I'm going to do it to show you. You push all the way, and once you're there, you have this bar, right here. I'm gonna use this bar finish the job, and you can hear the click like this. That's when it's finished. The bed is here, and this will go up, pulled out. Fantastic. And there's a little part of the bed that is right at the back. This blue here is the part of the bed missing that you have to put upstairs to use it. Now, once you're done, and you want to put it back down, just release it slowly all the way down. Great. And don't forget to put the fabric back in like this, just simply like this, so that it's not outside if it rains or anything like this. Once you've done this, excuse me, you're gonna put the fabric back right behind and use this stripe to pull down. You don't have to do anything like this, just pull down. Done. 2 more little tips. Those are original furniture, so please don't scratch it. They'll start to have a little value. And for that door here, you have the security. Once you're inside, once you are going to bed, you just press that down to be able to lock yourself in. And I would advise you, when you go to bed, to basically close this door from the outside and come in here to go to bed. Light, we're finishing with this, is here. That's the only one. Now you know everything about the interior. Okay, now we're going about the driving. That key is also for driving, and the pointy part goes on the left. Super. So in the morning, what you have to do is send the fuel to the engine only in the morning. After during the day, no problem. So if you look at my feet, I'm going to press twice. That will send the fuel to the engine, and that's it. You just do that in the morning, okay? And then to start the car, what you're going to do is you press the accelerator halfway and turn the key. And that's it. And like any old car, you warm it up for a minute, same, only in the morning. No need to do more. And to warm it up, you just keep accelerating a little bit. You see, here I'm not accelerating, and now here I accelerate, and you just keep it like that for 1 minute. Great. So, how does it work? I'm going to go from left to right. First, the lights. Nothing is automatic. So the light right here is right here, and you pull twice. 1, 2. Okay. You can turn it like that, but it's got no use at all. Okay. So now you have the normal lights, and now if you want the full beams, it's here. You press this up like that. It will show here anyway. Indicators up and down, classic. This is for the windscreen wipers, nothing to know. If you don't remember, 95, 50 liters, so that gives you around 400 kilometers, and bring it back at the same level of fuel, okay? Now, we've gone a little step further. We've put when to change the gears. So this only has 4 gears, right? So this is when to change to second, third, fourth, and top speed is 80 kilometers per hour. Anyway, you can also go by sound because you have the revs. So rev, this is a gasoline, you can go all the way to 3,000, that's no problem, okay? All right, I'm going to turn off the engine just for it. Warnings are here. You just pull. That's it. Handbrake. Handbrake, that one, what you do is to pull it out. You pull and go down. So not like this, hand up, like this, and you go down. And now we're out. Now the handbrake is out. Put it on, just like this. And you will see because there is a light on, okay? So be careful because you could be like this with the light on and the actual handbrake put on and not realize it at all. So you really go by the light. Before you start driving, make sure the light is off. That's pretty much it. GPS here, don't move it. That's the only place that it sticks. So that's where it is. Little plus that we have. The speaker is here. Power bank for your phones and the light for the outside, but it also is a power bank. Now, gearbox, important part. So the gearbox, the clutch is here. So it's very, very large, right? You have to press it all the way down. So I'm going to show you how to change the gears now. There are 4 gears, and the most important thing is there's nothing on the left. So first gear is not on the left, it's just up. So it's 1 like this and 2. So that one you don't go on the left, you just go up and down, okay? And then for the third gear, you push all the way to the right until you've really touched the end, and you go 3 and 4, okay? Why is there nothing on the left? Because it's the reverse gear here, okay? So again, first only up, and you will forget, so just to go only up, and then the reverse gear, you press this down, you will hear it. When you hear it, that means you're good, and you go left and down, just like on the sign here, okay? That's it. To get it out, same. Press down and you're out. That's how it goes. If you want to adjust the seat, here you have a little metallic part. You just press up and you can move the seat. All right, super. So there's not much more to it. So know that the papers of the car are here. People are leaving where they've went, so there are advices on where to go and good places right in those books. And that's pretty much it. Okay, this is going to be a last little part. So about the driving itself, here is a little help for you. So I'm going to start the car to show you. So first, the indicators, they make very little noise, and when you're turning, they don't come back. It's like a motorbike, right? So you will forget and you won't hear it, but just make sure to take it off, okay? Because it doesn't do it by automatically. That's the first part. Now, the second thing to know is that you have to play with the clutch, obviously, on first gear, normal. But then after, it's much better to go in and out. So to actually go like this, quite fast, to take out the gear quite fast, because people want to take care of it, of this vehicle, and then they spend too much time on the clutch, playing with it. So it's much better to just, once you're launched, to just go in and out like this quite fast with the feet. Yeah, that's it. Last things, the brakes, of course, this is an old system, so you have to push quite strong. And finally, when you're downshifting to, for example, a traffic light, and you are in third, I advise you to just go third neutral, and just don't even pass the second gear. Why? Because the second gear is very, very short. It's at 5-10 kilometers per hour. So I only use the second gear in a roundabout, for example. And that's it. So imagine you're going down in speed, you are arriving to a traffic light, you just go third, neutral, and you just brake. And that's it. Obviously, once you are at the traffic light, you start in first, but that's how you downshift. I think I've explained everything, but of course we will be here on the WhatsApp if needed. This is a first try to explain people before how to do it. That's it. Like the car, we're gonna go here in this car park, right there. And the very first thing to know, you see there's a yellow rectangle right there, and you're gonna put the front of the car on it, just there. Super. Once you've done this, I gave you a little key and a remote. That remote, you're going to press the button, and you see here the yellow goes on. That's it. Once this is on, this will lift up, and although it doesn't look like it, it's high enough. And that's it. That's how you get in. Simple. It does look like. Still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then to park the vehicle, in that case, in the case of Vermut, it's place 88, and you can park it whichever way you want.